Welcome to Speak Math Now. My name's Mr. Blair and I'll be your instructor for this course. Now, you're most likely watching this either because you want to improve your math skills, you want to try a different course and see what it's all about, or you're just bored. Whatever the reason, I'm very glad that you decided to take a look. So let's start off with a quote from one of the greatest mathematicians of our time, Albert Einstein. He stated, and I quote, "Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater." Another quote that I like is that those who do not appreciate math do not understand what math is all about. With that in mind, let me ask you a simple question. When you see math, what comes to mind? Do you find that you absolutely cannot stand the subject? Are you disheartened whenever a complex-looking algebra problem confronts you? Do you believe that math is way too complicated to even be a subject? Or do you simply feel it's a pointless subject that you'll never use? I've been teaching mathematics for quite a while now, and at one time or another I have a student come up to me and ask me, "Is this another language?" I then go on and answer them saying, "Yes, it is." I do consider mathematics a completely different language, and I believe that's why students and even adults have such a hard grasp on the concept. Everyone, except me, math teachers, professors, and those rare students who simply adore the subject, believe that it's a pointless tool to have in your knowledge bank, and that you'll never use it in the real world. I'm here to tell you that you're correct. You may never use quadratic equations or complex numbers in your career. You may simply count change and do basic arithmetic. But what if you want to know how high that home run went in that Yankees game? What if you're an electrician and you need to find a circuit's total opposition to a current flow? Well, guess what? You'd need to use quadratic equations and complex numbers. But if you still hate math, then ask yourself the following questions. Am I afraid I'm not smart enough to do the math? Do I think that it's simply a waste of time because I'll never use it? First of all, never tell yourself that you can't do something, because the minute you say it, you'll lose all confidence and then you'll be correct. The biggest problem that most people have regarding math is the why factor behind it. Why are these formulas important? Why are they here? Where did they come from? Many math teachers simply drill a bunch of exercises into their students and ask them to memorize formula after formula, which just goes in one ear and out the other. Math is simply another language that we can use to describe the world around us. Same thing with science. Math is the language of logic, and that's exactly why you need to learn it. Learning to think logically is absolutely necessary to be a successful adult, and learning math is the best way to achieve this. Now, you may be asking yourself, okay, I know why I need to learn math, but why should I take your course? As I stated, I've been teaching math for a long time, and thus I know quite a lot of the fundamentals of the subject forwards and backwards. In each lesson, you'll be learning something different, and I'll always explain to you a real-life application of what you're learning, and where the information is coming from, so you know it didn't appear out of thin air. I do hope to explain the concepts to you in the simplest ways possible, and also make it as enjoyable and entertaining as I possibly can. Now, you'll learn concepts from basic pre-algebra all the way up to elementary calculus. Math is simply a lot of information that's repeated in different versions. These lessons are divided into steps to make sure that you follow the concept of learning the language of mathematics. Along with this, you will have a lot of additional help at your disposal. I will be creating an ebook for each lesson that I have. This ebook will have problems from each lesson, and I strongly recommend taking a look at them and reviewing them. Now, I don't like calling these assignments because I'm not assigning them to you and you don't have to do them if you don't want to. They are simply there to guide you and help you along the way. You're also encouraged to hold discussions, ask questions about a problem that you can't figure out or about the course, request live sessions, and make some friends along the way. So if I haven't bored you to death already, then we're in pretty good shape. I'll let you go now, and I do hope that you really take away something from this course, and above all, that you have fun with mathematics. So why don't we go and speak some math now?